is so extreme. Heaven is sounds but it's free. Heaven is so free. Heaven is
What's up, y'all? My birthday was on September 1st, and I decided to take a solo birthday trip to New York City. That's been on my travel bucket list for as long as I had a travel bucket list. So I said, hey, girl, let's go. So I made it to the airport at about 5:30 a.m. My flight left at 8, so I was early, so I decided to go ahead and grab some breakfast. I got this bagel with some jelly, and let me tell y'all, that was the best bagel I ever had in my life, or maybe it's because I was hungry, and I got me a chai tea latte from Starbucks. I'm not a Starbucks girl, but that was hitting. So then it was about time to go ahead and board that flight. So I found my seat, had my Kindle and my snacks, and before I knew it, baby, we was pulling up on New York. It is so beautiful from up above. Now, usually bigger airports kind of intimidate me, but I was able to navigate this one very well as I was making my way down to ground transportation. And I saw this waterfall I had to stop and look at because it's beautiful. I love waterfalls. It was kind of giving like the Bellagio fountain vibes with the music and everything. Yeah, it was very pretty. So I decided to hop on this Q70 LaGuardia Link. That's the bus that takes you to the train, because there's not a train going directly from LaGuardia to Times Square. And I was not about to pay no $50-$60 for a Lyft or a cab. So for less than $5, yeah, I hopped on that train. I got my little Metro card. Gonna need you one of those. Then I was on my way, and yes, I did get stuck going through the turnstile for the first time. But oh well, it's my first time. So then I waited on the R train. That's the train that goes from LaGuardia to Manhattan. And yeah, I hopped on the train. I was a little intimidated, a little nervous because you never know what to expect on the subway. But it honestly wasn't all that bad, and it was a quick ride. So then I finally made it to the subway. The rent must have been due or something, because that boy was hitting all them high notes. He sounded really good. Let me find out the subway's got the real talent. So then the next thing you knew, I was on Times Square. Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, I about killed myself trying to go up and down them steps in the subway because I didn't know about all that. You got bad knees and a bad back like me, and trying to carry bags on top of that. Yeah, your girl was huffing and puffing and struggling by the time I made it up there. But seeing this view, seeing all the sights more than made up for it. So then I just had like a quick 5-minute walk. Well, actually it was more than 5 minutes because I walked right past my hotel about 2 or 3 times. And then I finally got tired of walking and just did hitch me a lift to go to my hotel. But I stayed at the Holiday Inn on 8th Avenue in Times Square. And for less than $500 for 2 nights in Times Square, that was not a bad price at all.
Y'all, I finally made it. It's been on my travel bucket list for a long time, and I'm finally here in New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. I'm in New York. And it's hot. And it's crowded. It's just too many people. Too many damn people.
So because I only had 48 hours, I had to go ahead and get straight to it so I could cram as much in as possible. So my first stop was Roosevelt Island Tramway, this little lift situation that I guess takes you up above the city. I don't know what kind of view I was expecting to see, but it was just kind of okay. I mean, you see the buildings and the street below. I thought I was going to see a little bit more than that, but oh well. It was about a 5-minute ride. Then we made it over to Roosevelt Island Ferry, and I decided that I was going to hop on the ferry from there. And I'm really reading this map like I know how to read maps and don't. Really do not. But I just decided, hey, I was about to hop on this ferry and just see where it took me. So finally, here's the ferry pulling up. Got me a seat up above. And yeah, I had this view of pretty much, not much, another view of this Queensboro Bridge. And that's the bridge that connects Queens and Manhattan. But other than that, it was just this lovely, beautiful view of absolutely nothing. I don't don't know, maybe I got on the wrong ferry or something, but I thought I was gonna really see like some skylines, some buildings. I don't know, maybe I was on the wrong ferry, but I met this lady named Marlo when I was getting off the ferry because I was asking her for directions, and she lives in Astoria, so she was happy to show me around. And y'all, how come I did not know that Astoria was Queens? I got my ass all the way over in Queens, far away from Manhattan. I don't even know how I ended up there, but anyway, she was nice enough. She asked me questions. I told her I was, there for a solo birthday trip. So she was like, oh, let me buy you a drink and show you around. So she was walking her dog or whatever. Y'all, this lady walked fast as hell, okay? My ass was over there struggling. I'm talking about huffing and puffing again after going up and down them subway steps. Now she walking fast as hell, but I don't want to be rude and tell her, like, slow down. So then she finally took me to this bar we came up on. She got me a drink. I don't know what this was, but it had Hennessy in it, so it was good. So then I was like, girl, I am hungry. I ain't ate since this morning. So we came up on this pizza joint, and it's New York. So of course you're supposed to eat pizza, right? So they had this little special going on, whatever, 2 slices and a drink for $9. Y'all, Champion Pizza, y'all didn't get my damn drink, but the pizza was good. I had barbecue chicken and chicken bacon ranch. It was both hitting. So then I finally made it back to Manhattan, back to my hotel room for the first time really since I checked in. So I'm going to do a quick little hotel room tour. It's not very much. I mean, I didn't know how small New York City hotel rooms were, but hey, the bed was nice and comfortable. The bathroom was clean. The water was hot. I had plenty of toiletries, towels. Wasn't much to complain about. So yeah, this is kind of like my little room tour. Now, I did pay extra for a city view. This ain't no damn city view. All I see is a couple of lights and this ugly brown building right there, but whatever. So then I decided to go back out because you have to go see NYC at night. What's the point of even going if you're not going to get out at nighttime? So yeah, I just decided to walk around and see what I could see. And yes, I did film the trash bags because if you live in New York, then you probably used to trash on the street. I felt like Eddie Murphy on Coming to America when he saw garbage for the first time and he was all proud. So then I walked up on another guy singing. And listen, if you don't find nothing else in New York City, you gonna find a guy singing on the corner. I think he was trying to get himself together, or maybe he felt like, who is this damn weird ass girl with this camera in my face? But anyway, do your thing. I don't know, but something about waking up that next day in New York had me feeling like Eddie Murphy, Prince Hakeem, and Coming to America. Good morning, my neighbors. I was so happy, y'all. So I got my day started very early. The first thing on my little trip itinerary was to go by and see the brownstone that is used as Carrie Bradshaw's house. If you're a Sex and the City fan, then you already know. And I found it. It was located at 66 Perry Street. Now, it is private property. Somebody lives there. Actually, the lady that lives there was walking right up ahead of me. So you're not allowed to go up the steps, but your girl got that picture in that video, because if you don't got no picture, it didn't happen, right? So then after that, I had a big bus tour planned. That was kind of the easiest way to get around the city in less than 24 hours. So I found me a seat up at the top of the bus so that I could take in all the sights and scenery that New York has to offer. And of course, I had to throw a little selfie in there because why not? So then I hopped off the bus at Madame Tussauds or Madame Tussauds because I've always wanted to go. I didn't get to go to the one in California. I didn't get to go to the one in Vegas when I went. So I finally made it to the one in New York, and it did not disappoint. having way too much fun with the mannequins and wax figures, I hopped back on the bus a few blocks away. Then we rode up Fifth Avenue. I didn't really do no shopping because I was on a budget, but check out this view of the Empire State Building. Absolutely beautiful. So the next place that I hopped off at was the Brooklyn Bridge. So first, I didn't realize just how long this bridge was trying to walk across it. And second of all, I didn't realize it's a slight incline. So once again, my out of shape ass was huffing and puffing and struggling. And I was just like, forget it. When I got about halfway, I said, this'll do. I got me a few pictures with the bridge in the background. That's all I needed to see. So yeah, I walked my ass right on back down, caught another awesome sight of the Empire State Building. So then I stopped at the souvenir stand. I mean, they were $1, so I bought little keychains and stuff for my piece back home just to say I thought about them. Then I was hungry, and I always wanted a hot dog off the street in New York, y'all, so I had to get one. I mean, not off the street, but y'all know what I mean, a hot dog stand.
Jumbo hot dog? Ketchup, mustard, onions? No ketchup. I just want mustard, onions. Mustard, onions? You got relish?
So, I know I specifically said no ketchup. Why is ketchup on the hot dog? First of all. Second of all, that do not look like no onions and relish from where I'm from. But I was way too hungry to take it back, and it wasn't half bad. I mean, it was edible. So next up on my itinerary, I didn't want to just stay in Manhattan. I did want to see Brooklyn, so I hopped on a train. It was about a 45 minute ride, and then I caught a few street murals while I was on my way to find the home of the late, great Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace, whatever you want to call him, because I wanted to see his childhood home where he grew up at. So then while I was out still in Biggie's old neighborhood, I came up on this deli spot, y'all, and I saw fried chicken, and that's all I needed to see. Because y'all know my people love us some fried chicken, and it was in the hood. That's when you know it's good, and the workers were behind this clear plexiglass situation to protect themselves. Yes, all of that means you about to get you some bomb chicken. I tore that chicken up, licking my fingers and all. So after that, I hopped on a train rode back to Manhattan because I had a ticket to see MJ the Musical on Broadway at 7 o'clock. And they're very strict about being there on time. I thought I wasn't even going to make it on time. The traffic was really heavy. But I did make it. And let me just say, the show was phenomenal. It was well worth the $100 or so that I spent on that ticket. It was just that good. Now, they were really strict about not filming in there. I wasn't able to have my phone out. They actually had ushers, like the old lady ushers that be in white in church that stand in the aisles and tap you, make sure you ain't showing out or talking or whatever. They had ushers in the aisle making sure you didn't have your phone out. Like, they tapped this one girl with her phone, but I did manage to get this little bit at the very end when they were getting ready to close out the show. And I will say that I would actually pay $100 to go back and see it again. It was just that good. After the show was over, I walked back to my hotel room. I stopped along the way and picked up me some pizza because I was hungry again. Then I just went back to my room, sat in the bed and pigged out, and then I watched TV until it was watching me. So the next day, Friday, September 1st, was my birthday, and this was my little birthday outfit. I forgot where I ordered this shirt from, but I ordered the fishnets from Temu. I already had the boots. So then these were my little accessories. I got the glasses from Temu and the earrings. I love me some Betty Boop. And then I went out in Times Square and took me a few photos for the memories, and then it was time to head back home. Until next time, New York, I will be back. Peace.